On Yellow Jacket Nations. I be balling. Back with the defensive breakdown part two. Um, forwarded to the fourth quarter. The last two score drives for Tennessee, and kind of see what happened. I know a lot of people wonder, did Tennessee adjust, or did, what kind of mistakes we made, or like what happened for us to just lose this game ultimately. And personally, just going through it, most of it just bad luck. I mean, yeah, we sprinkle, of course, some missed assignments and some, uh, what I like to say, mental fatigue, just kind of brain cramping on the field of not doing our responsibility. But a lot of it is bad luck, and quite a few missed opportunities. But let's get into this. Right here, we got Gun Strong. Like I said, previous videos, obvious passing formation right here. Um, we're in our nickel package right here. Got outside leverage, him inside. So if I was a quarterback, I'll be immediately thinking quarter coverage. If you're thinking cover two, he'll usually probably be on this hash trying to split the difference in between these two. So it won't be such a hard cover for him to cover the deepest of the deepest between those two. So, but usually on inside, you got the inside leverage of number two that safety does. Um, he's trying to just protect the vertical of this number two receiver right here. So let's get into this play. He rolls down, so he squats in a curl or trying to come and run support right here, and it's a give. So tendency's been broken. They ran the ball out this formation, so we do a good job up front of Kyle right here taking this double team, driving this guy back, freeing our linebackers up to go in to make a play. We would like this guy over the top. We got down blocks all over, but I'm pretty sure he's doing his time, making sure that he doesn't get out the backside. So overall, good job. Trying to make sure the quarterback doesn't do the re option. So overall good job. Let's go to the next play. We got trips to the field, gun weak. We got a big box right here. 7 guys in the box. Safety roll down, AJ down. Got him rolling to the middle. Based on these stances right here, I would assume it's cover three across the board. Look at the front. Let's see what kind of pass rush we get. Got a stalemate right here on the double team. Branch has been balling, guys. Branch has been pushing this guy back, but like I'm saying, we half a step late, not getting that extra push. So let's see what's going on back here. Um, like I said, I try not to criticize anything. You know, I know what it takes to be, a player. What goes into the preparation, but there's certain things I would love to see be done different. Um, and for example, right here, this guy's he's a curl hook player, and he's playing off a number two receiver. Let's see, and I'll just go through the progression with you guys. Number two stays in the block, so this guy stays in the block. He can help his corner out. So what I would like for our guys to do in zone coverage, just look up routes. If he look up this route and see, put his eyes on him and get in his drop instead of just keeping his eyes on the QB, he may have gotten that throwing lane, stayed on the hash. But nonetheless, this is a great job, great breakup right back here. So just little things like that could, catapult us into, a very good defense, very sound defense. All right, we got gun week again. and we're in zone coverage. And we got the screen. Branch, he recognizes it just a tad bit slow. Um, Now this is the mystery. Like I said, we appear to be in zone. Only three guys actually went towards the quarterback. We got one guy chasing from behind. So that means we have seven defenders. So this play should be wrapped up. They only have one, two, three, and we kind of wide receiver down there. Four blockers for 5 to 6 guys on this side of the field. So in essence, this play should have been bottled up. Wish we could have grabbed him and pulled him backwards instead of actually tackling him forward. But that's a great effort by Simmons getting downfield. But this is a play that should have been a stop and could have been the stop that helped us win the game. So one of those unfortunate breaks, you recognize the play and just act, just doesn't make the play. So you got Gun Strong again, win a nickel again. A safety rolling down. It's a great pass breakup right here. On his backside, look like we playing zone. And like we in our quarter. Can't be quarter half. Unless they just switch responsibilities. But it doesn't look like that up top. Look like some kind of robber technique up top. Look like what we attempted to do on that third down play. So I'm not gonna wreck my brain and try to guess. But it looked like man coverage up there. Great job. Ball's a little bit behind him, but with his positioning, he would have broke this up anyway. So great job. All right. So we got a gun strong look. Twins up top. Got a tight end in the H-back position. We in our conventional look, what we've been showing all game. Outside leverage. Him in the inside look like we playing our quarters. And what I told you before, I describe quarters as what Syracuse does in basketball. They play a 2-3 zone, but once you come in that particular player's zone, they man you up. So essentially, it has man principles when people do certain things. Now, in quarters, what's kind of bad. I mean, the thing is, he is a inside leverage player because you saw his hip. He's the force player. So technically, he took the proper angle to force him to the sideline, but this is a lot of grass. So sometimes you have to be instinctual and make a play. This is what hurt us right here. Instead of him coming, I guess, a little more towards the sideline, toward this way, he's decided to come inside also. So you have two players on the same plane, or three players. Let's say if he came this direction instead of his flat down like that. Just like things like that, just mental breakdowns like that, just can be backbreakers. All right. Yeah, I want to talk about this. Um, I know longest days the man of offense. He does a great job with the offense. This, yeah, this is not pass interference. If the throw was up the seam, and similar to how the pass interference that Steph Durham got, if the ball was up here and he Quay kind of forced himself back into the cornerback to really make it look like he was impeded, then yes, that would definitely been a PI. But I would call it good no call because, like I'm saying, we have to understand that the defensive guy he's allowed that ground, the same ground as the receiver also. So he's in position. He didn't do anything to really stop him more so than a throw. So all right, so we back. We got a balanced formation, gun weak, twins at the bottom. Got a little tighter alignment in here. Let's roll it. Got a safety blitz coming from the weak side. And pretty much he took what the quarterback gave him. I mean, the quarterback took what the cornerback gave him. Excuse me. So 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards. Okay, we got trips up top, gun strong. We call this a nub corner. Usually with formations like this, you'll see the team usually go into a cover two. Got Brent out here playing in space. He's essentially the new Mike. I told you, let's see who Vic get his eyes to, because this is his number two. He should be opening his hips this way. Okay, this is one of those bad luck things right here. This should have been an interception. Let's go through it. And what this concept, route concept right here is trying to do is stretch the defense. They're trying to take this quarter player because they know if they send somebody to the flat, he has to go with it or stretch it out, and it'll open the window up right here. So he's trying. This route is trying to move him. It's a quarters beater. Um, Ball goes right through our cornerbacks. Those are plays we have to make. And like I said, we already down in the turnover margin. That would have helped tremendously right there. But okay, third and long. Got a 3-man rush. Great job right here. Great job by Durham. Pass breaking this up, getting a PBU. Let's look. Well, good job holding his arm. But hey, by any means necessary, if they don't call it, it's not a flag. So great job, nonetheless. Let's get to it. Oh, okay. Might went a little too far. I want a couple more plays. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. So gun weak look like we got two guys in the same gap. Watch this. Look where the end step and look where our linebacker step. Let's see. who's going to be inside, who's going to take the inside shoulder and spill this out to him. Did enough, but to I guess make a pile, to squeeze the hold of. But let's look at the D line. Look at these big hog mollies. Getting a slight push. Got off the block. Watch. Let's see Henri make himself thin and slice inside. Nice rip move inside to dive in on the running back. We can take that. We can accept that. 2 yard gains. That's good first down defense. Went from gun strong to a typical running pass run formation. Gun weak. Got the DN crashing inside on the zone. For the most part, good defense. Okay. Just want to play that earmark. This does look like a miscommunication on the backside. From majority of the game, we've been playing cover two to the backside, and look like we may have switched things up. Look like we switched the man based on the cornerback reaction to the receiver breaking on the slant flat concept right here. This linebacker, if we're in man, his first step should be to the inside hip of him. Stay to the inside. Stay to the inside. He's shuffling as if I got his eyes to the quarterback, as if there's is a zone concept to it. So either he carried the receiver in too far, or he should have been hauling butt to the running back. So there was some obvious miscommunication right there, which led to another third down being completed. So guess we'll never know what the actual weak side call was, but that's one of those things right there. Mental breakdown, mental fatigue. The game's coming to crunch time. You got to make a stop. There's the opportunity right there, and we didn't do it. So let's hope. Hopefully, things like that have gotten corrected this week. Like, look, I mean, he opened his hips. Like, man, his zone. He so just notice this tight end was. Let me get my mouse cursor. This guy was open too. He let him cross the inside face, his inside face. But, all right. Oh man, Tennessee, they lined up in the flex bone. Look at the D line. Let's see what kind of push penetration we get. Pretty much a stalemate right here. Like saying Branch been killing it, but play action pass. 1, 2. And they both lost the ball. And that's why sometimes people say, "Hey, underthrow is better than the overthrow," because at that point your receiver let him take over. But we have two guys on him. I mean, you really can't play that any better other than the ball in the air. We just simply lost it. So That's a play that cannot happen in double coverage. Simple as that. Back in the flex bone look. Look like we got a little confusion going on. People trying to get the signs. All right, let's read. We should treat this like two tight ends, like what it is. So as if they're on the line. So let's see what their steps are. It's a zone right play. I'm look at the other way, and you can see the gaps, how the gaps should be filled. Just when I think mental fatigue starts setting in, like, oh man, we just got beat. I don't know. Hopefully the guys wasn't feeling sorry for themselves and kind of just tired out. This gap, he's responsible for this gap, this gap, this gap in here, off the hip of the tight end. He's the run fit. Kind of go, and the gaps move. So even when the gaps move, wow, he's there. Brent overran it slightly. Let's see, but there's no hole there. Great job by here. Run fit here. He should be right here to make the tackle instead of waiting on something to come out the back door. But not only that, he's a force player, so nothing get outside of him. He get juiced to the outside. So even if he, you know what, I'm not going to, come up hard. I'm a slow play it and kind of catch him. If he stay even to the outside shoulder, you still got this guy right here on help run support. So it's kind of almost like a double fault. You didn't feel the running lane right here off the tight end, but and as the outside force player, you didn't spill the ball back to your help, your last line of defense right here, your safety. So it's kind of double whammy. All right, this is one that I spoke about. Um, very frustrating looking at things like this. It's eye discipline, things we you go on every day, things you taught pretty much as a high school, and this one I think mental fatigue, not actual body fatigue, is kind of set in. So this one you got to be when they say fourth quarter strong. This one you got to be fourth quarter strong. And let me explain the fit. Let me explain everything. He's now down here in the box as a linebacker. So his responsibility, his key is on this tight end tackle combo. If he block, if he see down with those two, he's shuffling over top. If he sees down pull, he's pulling. Yeah, he's going out to there. If he see out, it's zone to his side too. So he's coming out. He see this guy releases, his pass, of course. So so we got the guy set the edge. He's actually here for this guy. So he's no problem. Watch our linebackers. He's watching him. He's kind of right here. If he down blocks, he's flowing over top. He's essentially he got his foot on the ball, so he has the triangle. He has the guard, center, guard. You see a down block pull, go to the puller. You got to pull right in front of him. His, their steps are to the left. There's no way he should have been blocked by this guy. There's no way both of our linebackers should be on this side of the hash after those keys right there. Unless we're that concerned about the read option, even though I mean scout reports tells you, he's a drop back passer. You want him to run. He's not comfortable doing that. You want a guy like that to run. You don't want a guy like John Kelly in the open field. And that is that, guys. I hope you enjoy these defensive breakdowns. I enjoyed doing them. Sorry again, it was up kind of late. I know everybody want to flush the Tennessee game out of their system. So do I, and move on to the Jacksonville State. But I just want to bring some insight on what happened during the game. And that is that. So see you next week, guys. Have a good one.